like the 10th video I ever shot. That was a while ago now, huh? That was like what, 2 years ago?
Yeah, about 2 years ago.
Something like that. I remember that shit like it was the other day. I feel like it's funny because those earlier shoots, I remember them more clearly than shoots I did like maybe a month ago.
That's how I be on everything. That's how I be.
Yeah,
definitely, because it's like you're learning so much more.
Right.
Those beginning shoots, and you're noticing everything. Those beginning shoots, like
plus everything is kind of new and things are more stressful. Like for example, like now we'll have a shoot with like 50 to 100 people. There'll be like 20 models, but back then we only had like one model pull up, and that was hella stressful for me. Like I was like, damn, like we got this little space we rented out in the city. We got to make sure we contact the model, and I was like, it was just hella. It was a lot for me. I remember just being like, bro, I don't know how I'm gonna pull this off. Now it's just like one model and one spot that we rent out is damn near like super chill. I wish all shoots were like that now, but
definitely.
Crazy, yeah.
It's all part of the process though, bro. But how you been though? You just dropped a new project. How's that been? What was the process like that? Like how long have you been working on that project for before you dropped it?
Probably about since the year started. And I was gonna drop another project, a collab with a producer, Bari Tracks. But it wasn't, so I just did my solo thing because it wasn't lining up the right way. So when I did the solo thing, I knew I was still I was done with it, but I was just putting the finishing touches on it. So did it like that, made it my Lone Wolf #2.
So you've been working on like the same project now for what, like 10 months? Has that entire time have you been
my work go, like I don't work at one thing at once.
Yeah.
Like, I'm on multiple things though. Like that's just one of the projects that I got done and like, all right, I'm finna do this. Now I'm finna do this. I'm finna add a few of these tracks and a few of that tracks. Put this type of tempo in there. Now that's done. Now, for other projects, they've been done. Like I got projects that's just sitting to the side, done already.
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna get to asking, is that it's like for all of the songs that you were working on for that period of time, were they all intentionally gonna be like, okay, these are all songs that are gonna go on this project, or were you just working from single to single and you're like, these all kind of work together?
One song in particular had gave me an idea to even make the whole #2 of the track. When I made it, it kind of the title kind of landed in the same thing, and then it's like the year before, right around the same time I had dropped the first one. I'm like, what's good for a second one? Fuck it, let's go for a second one. And yeah, I finished it relatively fast though. Once I'm like, yeah, I'm finna put this out. I'm like, yeah, it's done.
Yeah.
But it don't take me long though. I feel like the longer the better though.
Right. It gives you time. Like so, like he was saying, was it more so at the beginning of the year with the music tip? Did you decide, like, were you going in one direction?
No. In the beginning of the year, I wasn't even thinking of that. I was just like thinking of like what I'm finna do this year.
Right.
What I'm finna put out this year. I ain't gonna lie, it's a new year. I gotta give it something hard.
Right.
Did I come out with something earlier this year? Yeah, I think I did. When was the no loitering shit? Was that this year or last year?
I don't know. My perception of time is horrible. I don't even know what day it is today, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know. That shit hard.
But yeah, so you're saying basically you were working on multiple things simultaneously, and then you decided to put it all on one project. And in terms of like, I know a lot of people got different processes and like making music. What would you say on the beat side of it? What is your method in terms of picking a beat for a song? Like, do you just go in at a certain date and just listen to beats and then come to the studio a separate day, or how do you do that? Because I know some artists, they'll do that. They'll pick up a certain day at the studio, they'll listen to the beats, and then they'll come back in a separate day. Some people come to the studio with beats, or like, so what's your process on that, if you have one?
Well, the beats, that shit hard. Like, now everybody want me to probably have a typical gritty ass aggressive sound, so I get those beats a lot.
in terms of getting
But
sent?
people are sending you those beats.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get like sent a lot of beats, and sometimes I go beat shopping. Sometimes I get on the YouTube and click the link and follow it to BeatStars and buy like that. Depends on what type of mood I'm in. If I get on YouTube, I'm gonna be trying to find something with not a lot of views, something I can buy and purchase like that. If I'm listening to beat packs, I'm gonna go to the producer and listen and pick out different shit. I'm not gonna always go with the typical gritty song. I want the different shit sometimes. I want the slower tone, the pain beats. I'm kind of looking for them because day to day I get all the regular type of blaster type beats all the time.
And do you think that you've been going that way a little bit more because you've been getting sent all those kind of beats? You're like, man, I gotta switch it up, or is I just feel something different now? I just feel a different vibe in my music, or
Yeah, it's like I don't want to be repetitive.
right? Yeah.
I don't want to be repetitive.
And has that transition between like I would say your trademark or your traditional sound, like and songs like BB King or something like that, that's a little bit not different, but it does sound a little bit.
That song in particular was, I didn't pick that. Like
It just came.
it came.
Right.
He sent me 2 beats. Drew Banger sent me 2 beats,
Drew. Yep.
Oh.
and
Oh, that was his beat?
yeah, he
Oh.
sent me 2 beats, and I couldn't just be like, send me 2 more. Like I don't feel them.
Yeah.
Feel me? Like I'm past that point. Like obviously he sent me these 2 beats because he heard me on them or something like that.
Yeah,
So let me give it a shot. And I made 2 songs. I told him which one he could have, and I kept BB King, of course, cause I liked the way I wrote it. It was kind of challenging for me. Like it was like I wrote it like a format, and when I got it off, it came off what I wrote. So I kept that one and gave him the other one, and shit just like that.
So you really put pen to paper and you were writing?
Yeah, I wrote that.
But you don't usually rap that way.
No, cause if it's a beat that I know I can do, like or like like a blaster type beat, I'm gonna get on that motherfucker and I'm gonna say anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this one, it wasn't one of the ones I can say anything on. I was
It wasn't like a natural kind of sounding beat to you. You really had to like.
It was
all
like
right.
I kind of
figure it
stayed. I kind of stayed in the vision of it. Like I gotta say this. I kind of stayed trying to be clean. I try to stay clean cut as possible, cause I knew what type of music it was. Like it was one of them jumpy songs.
You found the
Yeah.
cadence and the rhythm first, and then you really had to figure
And
out
stuck
the
to that, yeah.
Yeah.
And stuck to that.
That's crazy. Yeah, shout out Drew Banger, man.
Yeah.
As a videographer, you hear a lot of tags a lot, and I've been hearing Drew's
Drew.
Yeah, I've been hearing this tag a lot recently. I don't know if it's the artist I've been working
and
with.
I think that's what drew him to me or me to him, because it was like I've been on a few of his beats before I even knew who he was. Like just
Right.
features, just doing, and I'm showing off every time I'm on anybody's shit. So
Right.
that's how I go. Yeah.
Not facts. I mean, I think it's important to like. I was just watching this. I don't know. It was this interview with the dude that produced 444 with the Jay-Z album a while ago.
Oh, yeah.
And he was talking about like, because I feel like nowadays, because my brother's an engineer, so I have somewhat of like a understanding of how people record and stuff like that. But I feel like it's important to build those relationships with the producers and the engineers and like listen to their input, because as an artist you're making the song, but the producer and the engineer, they're like kind of like the backbone to the song as well. They know how to like they know what they're doing, and a lot of people, I feel like a lot of artists, sometimes when I'm in the studio, they don't like listen, they only listen to themselves. And I feel like what he was talking about, I forgot the producer's name, but people will know who he is, but he was just talking about how hands-on, and the reason why they were coming with the beats they were was they was sitting in this room and he was just listening to stories that Jay was talking about, and how his mom was listening to these songs, playing these songs at the house, and he used those to sample part of the story. It was just like
It was some shit that he utilized his position.
right, exactly, and
Like he
and
didn't
his
just sit
relationship.
around and press record. He really listened, and it made it stronger.
Right, he built that relationship with the artist and try to get in his mindset. That way he could build something for him. So how important do you, like, besides Drew, I don't know if you like what your relationship with him, but like besides him with your engineer, how important do you think it is to build relationships with people such as engineers, videographers, all that kind of stuff?
That's important, man. That's important because without them, it's like like, right? If I had a fucked up engineer and I just dropped hella songs that nobody really able to get to hear because it sound like trash,
Right.
You feel me? That's fucking up my chances. But if I sound on point and I'm coming off and the beat is on point, it ain't scratchy, it's clear. Like now they get drew to it. So it's like we all drop a song, you feel me? That's why I tag the producers and shit, because I'm not just dropping, y'all dropping too, because they promoting too. They like, hey man, I gotta, even if it's y'all, I just shot this video for Blast and woo, Adam just showed, I'm tagging Adam, I'm tagging the producer, I'm tagging what station is on, because it's all our shit. It's
Yeah.
like, it's gonna come out stronger versus it's me. It's just me on there versus you. We all got a song that's dropping, so it's like it's stronger. Especially if it's like, if I know you, I get to learn it. But shit, we getting money together for real. Like, so it's like, I don't know. I feel like that is important to learn the producer, the engineer, because it help it go further. It help it get better. You making me sound like this shit.
Yeah, no, I think definitely I have noticed that there are different artists that you can kind of tell their character a little bit when you work with them just off of the Instagram mentions, just off of how they caption their Instagram. And I think that's one of the things I noticed with you. But you also notice this with certain artists, that it's like when they drop the video that you shot. Like obviously we shoot videos, so we notice when we shoot the video, and then when they post it on Instagram, who are they tagging? It's like definitely the artists that are tagging like all the people that worked on it with them. It's like
They're usually cool people in person.
Exactly.
Most of the people that don't tag anybody that's part of the process, you meet them in real life and they like straight assholes, because like they just don't care about nothing.
That shit a puzzle for real.
Yeah. But
everything got its own story.
Yeah.
I mean, the reason why I mentioned that was that I appreciate like when an artist has a cohesive like image, for example, where it's like when they work with the same, not always the same producer and the same person that shoot the videos, but like sometimes I'll see artists or anybody, and you look at their videos and they'll have like a bunch of different kind of styles on their videos, and then their beats will be hella kind of different styles, and it's cool sometimes like to have like a variety of like in your your
image, your
look.
Yeah.
But like diversify your portfolio. But then again, it's sometimes some artists, like the big artists, you see that they have a clear image of like how they move from song all the way to video, all the way to dropping a promotion. They have a consistent theme through their work, and it's something that I appreciate. Like it's another type of taking their artistry to a different level, I think.
Yeah. I mean, maybe I feel a little bit like just visually. I think I definitely agree with you. Like some artists, when they work with all the directors, or all their videos like look to a certain stature. Like they all have got really clean images that look consistent throughout. But one of the things that I kind of do really like when artists work with a bunch of different producers, because like I really enjoy hearing how an artist will hop on different types of beats. So that's one of the things that I like. It kind of gets boring to me at a certain point if like one artist only is rapping on the same type of beat. It's just like, all right, I heard one of their songs, I heard 3 of their songs, I've heard them all. Like that's one of the things with musically, I like to hear artists that really understand how to hop on different types of flows and different beats. Like I definitely appreciate that. What do you think about that?
Yeah, you got to. You have to. Unless you going for the quantity over quality.
Right.
Some people got that. Like I'm trying to keep the quality and the quantity. Like I'm like, cause some people like they got it in reverse where they not gonna put out a lot of shit. You got artists like Dex where feeling like they don't feel like they're gonna milk what they got going versus me. I'm like a Mozzie. I'm finna put out hell of this shit until y'all catch it. And when y'all do catch it, I'll be gonna drop some more shit. You feel me?
That's a great topic, because we've talked about that a lot before. What is your opinion on how often should an artist be dropping?
Well, if you're not an artist that can produce a lot, milk what you have. If you got a hot 20 tracks, milk the motherfuckers.
So you're saying like shoot a video to every single one of them and really promote each song,
I'm saying like shit. If I had 20 more songs in me left in my career. That one song, push that motherfucker. Hard as fuck. Like, treat everything like BB King. How BB King getting treated. Every one song, like, just like that. If I got 20 tracks in, push that motherfucker for 2 years or something, then move to the next track. You feel me? You
Got
can
it.
maximize everything out of this one motherfucking song and make everything that. Or, like, I don't know. I think I should do that in a sort, but like it get boring to me after a while.
Right.
So I
Yeah.
drop more shit.
You're saying
Like-
first, basically what I'm hearing from what you're saying is first you got to analyze what kind of artist you are. Whereas like for you, you're always recording, you're always coming up with new shit. So you're able to, you don't have to focus too much on just pushing each song because you know that you're gonna have a bunch of songs that people could pick from. And then you is that part of your process where you see like you just drop hella music and then you see which one people gravitate to and then you start pushing that one a little bit more, or you just keep on putting new songs out?
Coming to my the recording thing is a tweak for me. Like that's just what I'm gonna do. That's just what I got caught up in doing, and I can't stop because it's working. But as far as what's coming out next, I do listen for stronger ones. I do have like small little listening parties, like private ones and shit, and let my people around me pick that, which one you think that. I might give a snippet up on Instagram, see how they feel about it, or, you know. Or I look at my comments and my analytics on different type of songs, and if they different type of songs, I look like, all right, maybe I should make a song like this again to see if they like it, or, you feel me? Shit like that.
So generally, if some kid comes up to you and they're making music and then they're asking like, okay, I drop songs, I make songs all the time. I don't know which songs to put out. I've got 100 songs. I don't know which one of them are good.
Yeah.
How like
I'll say pick 10.
Pick 10.
Shoot video to all 10, and whichever one give you the best one for the video, shit, you'll go like that.
Yeah.
Right? Or like pick 20 songs and shoot 10. All right, just keep trying it. That's what I did. I didn't know which one to shoot, so I post snippets and shit. Whichever one, when I drop the tape, whichever one get the most views, of course you shoot that one. You feel me?
So
Shit
it's like
that.
putting it on social media and seeing what the people
yeah.
gravitate to more and then going from there.
Yeah, the better reactions.
Yeah. Got
Yeah,
it.
It's definitely important.
Yeah.
Peer. I mean, listening to the fans or other people, because I think also sometimes I think like you gotta listen to what the homies are saying, but the homies are not always the best
True.
judge.
Yeah.
Like on the thing,
Because there's songs they say they don't like.
Also, like you have to put it on Instagram or something, because you know what I realized when I'm sitting in the studio with the homies or anybody, songs slap harder in the studio. Like they definitely slap harder in the studio, because not only one, the song is loud as shit. Number two, it's like all the homies are in there like they were a part of the process. So
it's new.
It's that much harder because they were
Yeah.
there, so they think
Yeah.
it's like this much better. And then you really get out the studio and you're like, wait, this wasn't as great as we thought it was.
Yeah.
But I think that's why it's important to post it on the gram. Don't be afraid to put it out there and hear what people say. And if people don't gravitate towards the ones that you like, you know what I mean? It's
You got to fish though, like right. I seen my partner Banger. He made a song. What was that? The Instigator. Remember the Lil Durk song? He freestyled to that beat on Instagram, and from Instagram, it drew him to make it in the studio. From the studio, it drew him to make it in the video. You feel me? All because he listened off the reactions.
Yeah.
And it did exactly what the reactions on Instagram did when he freestyled it, when he shot the video. You feel me?
Watch your
Because he listened to the
analytics.
fans.
Yeah.
Instigator remix, Banger, yeah.
hell yeah. But keep an eye on the analytics for sure. The numbers
On
don't
everything,
lie.
yeah, on everything. They say if they hear you freestyling a Tupac beat, maybe you should go record that motherfucker and shoot a video to it. It's gonna draw you the attention that you're looking for when you can put it on your own music, and you know what I'm saying, take advantage of it.
Right.
Yeah.
How many times a month you say you hit the studio?
Man, I kind of do it by weeks, so like I'm in there a couple times out the week, like probably like less is probably about 2 times out the week.
And what is your normal, like,
More than like at least at the minimum 4 hours.
4 hours?
At the minimum.
Damn, that's a lot of recording, dude.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's crazy. It's interesting. I hear a lot of people's different like processes. Like some people go in there like one time a month, but they stay in there for 12 hours. Like But I feel like that's too.
I'm
Like,
gonna get one of them in a month at least.
Really?
I'm gonna get
Oh,
a 12
wow.
or 10 in a month for something.
Okay.
For something, I'm gonna have a session that's 10, 12 hours. That's one of my sessions. You feel me? Where I really letting some shit out.
right.
And what do you think like your creative process becomes like at that? Because I mean, it's been a long time since I've like shot a video and I've been on set for more than 10 to 12 hours. Like that's like genuinely a long period of time. Like what kind of happens in your mind when you're sitting in the studio listening to loud music for that long period of time? Do you get more? It comes more freely, or do you just feel a little bit more comfortable because you know, like, okay, I've got all the time in the world?
It's like, right, say if I got a, what's today? Say Wednesday. Say today Wednesday. I got a motherfucking session on Friday, and it's 12 hours. I'm finna make sure my rest right. I'm finna make sure I got some weed to go in that motherfucker with. I'm already ate and shit. I got my Red Bull. I got my motherfucking water. I got my hard drives and shit. I got my notepad just in case I want to grab a few bars, old bars and shit. And I'm finna go in there and I'm finna already have my notes on the songs I'm doing. Then I'm gonna have my notes and songs that I might do, the beats that I might do, just the ones I might just grab and throw a freestyle on and shit. So I'm already going in there knowing what I'm gonna do. So when I get in there, beat played, you ready? He ready? All right, Bob knock some shit out now. Come out, smoke a joint, roll a blunt, listen to Bob, tell him what I want to throw extra on that motherfucker, push past that track on to the next.
Yeah.
That's important. I think that, like I said, my brother is an engineer, so I feel like one thing that I feel like could save, not even save time, but save people money when they're going into the studio. They never come with prepared. Like, a lot of people don't come with beats. They come into the studio and they start telling the engineer, hey, let's listen to beats. And that killed like half their time right there, just listening to beats. So
Yeah.
I feel like coming in prepared is definitely not only gonna
Save
make your
money for
engineer
sure.
more happy, but also it's gonna save you time and money, bro. Like,
That be I done did a piece of both though. Like, all right,
Right.
I already done that. Let me hear you. What you got some shit in here? Like, I done met different producers from shit like that. Oh yeah, whoop, send this over. Listen to it. Oh man, this go crazy. Yeah, throw this on. You ready for it right now?
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? I'm not dwelling on nothing, no track. I'm not trying to dwell on no track, stay on no track for no an hour. Like, I'm trying to be done with it. About an hour past, that's a song done.
Okay.
Light mixing and all of that shit. So if I got 10 hours, I got 12, 10 tracks.
Oh,
However many
okay,
hours I
got it.
You feel me? That's how I like working. But if I'm with someone that you know, a newer artist or a newer person that work differently, I'm not gonna put the pressure on you. But if it's on my time, I'm coming out every hour. I'm trying to be on something different.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting to. It's like,
Hell yeah.
when you're spending that much time, like, are you just spending more time on each song, or are you just knocking out more
Hell-
songs?
hell
But
no.
no, that makes sense.
I'm trying
Yeah.
to get that shit done. That shit irritation when it's not getting done. Like the other night, I was just with my partner. He kind of fresh on the scene with the rap. He took about 2 hours. I'm like, man, you just took about two hours on this fucking song. Man. He like, man, shut the fuck up, man. Yeah, that's cause you be in this motherfucker all the time. You got hella songs. You know, I'm
Yeah.
like, you right.
Yeah.
You right. I do got hella songs.
Yeah.
oh, mama's
I think also going back to kind of how we started with, like, how you've been working, like, generally, like, you've been working on this project for the last kind of like 8 months, whatever, for a year now. What's your year been like as of 2021? What you been up to?
Yeah, not only just musically, but like,
Yeah, just life.
Shit. Well, life is music for me right now.
Yeah.
And I mean, you know, my daughter turned 2 this year. I got off parole and state. I got off state parole and federal probation this year.
Yes, sir.
Also caught a case this year. Shit, getting off, so it bumped my head again. Musically, it's just been like everything been kind of surprising. Not even like surprising. I'm just like, I'm enjoying the seat I'm in. I'm enjoying what I'm seeing. I'm enjoying, like, you know, getting you know what I'm saying, motherfucker noticing me and respecting my music, and you feel me, like, I just been in the seat enjoying it, like, just different artists drawing to me and collabs and shit. It's like, shit, I'm just in the seat for it. I'm like, shit, now I'm like, I ain't getting too big headed. That's why I work so hard to not worry about what's going on around me and getting gassed up. I'm trying to still stay on that shit
Yeah.
till it start really making some real sense for me.
What was kind of like one of your highlights of the year? Like, have you been traveling at all? Have you been linking with new artists?
The radio was a nice milestone for me.
Yeah.
The radio was a nice milestone for me. I did my first clean version this year too.
Yeah, that's a big thing, radio, bro. Like that's like everybody's dream when they first start, just get a play on the
my
radio.
first Billboard with this year too.
Oh, where was that?
Oh, in Richmond.
On the
Richmond.
ridge,
Nice.
that's crazy. Yeah,
That's dope.
Yep. So I did that one too. That was I did do No Loitering this year. So that was No Loitering, had a good concept and shit. It was just like a playlist. I think albums like playlists. Like you feel me, threw that together. It was features. That's what made me kind of do the solo thing because it was a lot of features on that one.
Yeah.
yeah. I like that's what I noticed about the new project was it was a lot. It was just solo, and I like that. Cause
Oh yeah.
you really
yeah.
get to because when I hear your features, you kill the features. But like
Exactly.
when you do the whole song by yourself, it's like you're not going off somebody else's energy. It's straight off like what you're feeling, and you get. And I like the diversity from top to bottom. It's just it was some things in there that I wasn't expecting. You know what I mean?
My fans made that. Like they made that. Like I read every comment. Like I've been always reading my comments from Harden to motherfucking to whatever I just dropped last week. I always read the comments. You feel me? Sit in the house, smoke some weed, read that shit. They tell me I kill all my features. I rapped in damn near better than everybody I'm rapping with. I need to stop doing that, and I need something all solos.
Yeah.
That's you're
Yeah, I
supposed to do
noticed
that
that.
too, though.
And I
Like
said, you know what? I got something for y'all. And first one, I just do like about 12 tracks together that I had that I was solo. Pop now what? They like, oh, we love this shit. Okay, so now this one, I worked it. I'm like, I knew I was making it all. So last time I was a playlist, I just threw them together. There's 12 songs I got solo. Now this one, I'm working on my solo number 2, my Lone Wolf number 2. I'm finna go crazy.
Yeah. No, I think, because I just noticed that last night when I was scrolling through your project, and it's like, you kind of expect to see some other names going down, and then I kind of did like a double take. I was like, oh, there's no one else on here.
Nobody on
It's
there.
it's just you, which I think anytime you see that like an artist drops a project and it's all them, it really kind of shows their strength as an artist. Like you can carry
And it was
every
kind of
song.
typical for me to do 8 tracks.
Yeah.
So I did. I really wanted to put 20 on that motherfucker, but I'm like, I'm gonna kick back. I'm gonna
Yeah.
just put the
Save some.
15 on that motherfucker.
Yeah.
save some for some solo drops.
Yeah.
Yeah, 20 would have been insane.
That's my best one this year for sure. Like that was, like I've been looking at the stats on Spotify and Apple, and I just been like, I ain't hit these numbers before this fast. So it's like, the last tape, it was the same thing. I was saying the same thing. Like, damn, I ain't did this in a week. Now this one, like, damn, I definitely ain't did this one in a week neither.
Yeah.
So it's like, shit is picking up. I'm going in the right direction.
So how do you see your progression? Do you feel like you're the kind of artist that is gonna have a slow but consistent, and like you're just gonna keep acquiring more fans slowly, or are you kind of looking for?
Like it's, now, as far as the work I put in, I feel like it's right on time. Everything, like I ain't.
Yeah.
Like I see some artists take off fast, and I be like, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Feel me? But like,
Right.
I'm learning the shit that they might not learn is coming up as fast as, but me being steady, I'm learning different shit that they might not have learned as shooting to the top hella fast.
Yeah.
That's the best way, bro. I feel like a lot of things, even like even for myself, I realized like even like last year, I would even say in my head like, oh man, I wish I deserved to be doing so and so, whatever, and then I fast forward to this year, I'm like, damn. If I had got that project or whatever last year, I wouldn't have been ready for it, or I wouldn't have
telling you.
I wouldn't have known the things I know now. So it's like I've started to learn a lot more. It's like, bro,
Right.
I'm so glad it's not going slow, but it's going at the rate it is because I'm able to not only appreciate the new projects and the people that are messing with it more, but also learning a lot more stuff on the way. So I definitely, yeah, I think that's definitely important.
Yeah,
Is just
on everything,
appreciating
'cause
the
it's like,
process, like you said too.
once you start seeing the fame and whatever and the money, shit, like early on, if a label would have hit me in Harden and offered me motherfucking a couple $100,000, I'd have took it. Versus right now, I'm cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's like I appreciate that. Like a artist that go to the top fast gonna take the fast money. Like they was just somewhere doing whatever yesterday, and now they offering you a million. Give me that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Versus he like, nah, I'm cool. I'm gonna just get the distribution, work it to the top, and you feel me? Get to owning my masters and shit like that. Get up on that type of shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Sure.
Yeah. No, I like that. Shit. Like, so when did you really start like consistently rapping as of recently? What is
2018.
2018? And was that right after you came back from doing your time, or
That's right when I came home from doing the time. Like as soon as I got out January 11th, 2018. When I got out that day, it was like I already had notebooks, hella fucking notebooks, hella notes, all of that shit. Before I even knew how to type in the motherfucking, I ain't gonna say text, I knew how to text. Before I knew about the notes being in the phone, and I had hella motherfucking notebooks.
Whoa, hold on, we gotta back up. That's crazy. I didn't even. So when you came out, everything was completely.
Yeah, rephrase it like,
Yeah.
What were the new things that like in terms of technology tip, or
Yeah.
in terms of like you said, notes, or whether it be
All right, let me see. I
like
went to jail in 12.
2012?
Yeah, 2012. So I remember iPhone, like I don't want to be exaggerating, like probably like 4 or something was out.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
Was it 4? It probably was. Yeah, probably 4 or something, 4S or something.
Yeah.
You get out, these motherfuckers 10s and shit out. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, like they got X's and shit. You
Yeah.
feel me? So that was the first iPhone I had, was the X, and I only got it because every time I call somebody, like, why you don't FaceTime me? I'm like, man. So, I knew it was either Galaxy or iPhone when I was in jail because I was getting up on it. Got Team iPhone. When I got Team iPhone and shit, now I had to learn this and that and shit. Then I learned about my notes. And I stopped writing for so long. But I used to still write because I used to be like, I write. I be on pen and pad. I write.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then the notes got stronger and
It's
stronger.
just
Yeah.
more convenient that way,
Yeah.
bro.
Then the
Like,
voice memos
voice
get
memos,
up. You
yeah.
feel me? So that shit just crazy.
That's
though. I
funny.
still got
You're
my
like an
notebook,
old
though.
head. Nah, it's pen to paper. I'm
Pen
never
and
going.
paper,
I'm never
pen and
going to.
paper on everything.
Yeah.
I used to get motherfucking headlines drew on the top of the raps, all type of shit.
Yeah.
Used to have artists draw for me on the top.
Yeah.
I think that the only I feel like, I mean, I don't know. I don't make like music. I don't write, so I don't know. But at least for me, in terms of just say making a list for something, I think one of the things is like with writing in the notes. I feel like you forget it easier. If you write it down, you kind of memorize it a little bit more. I feel like for me at least,
you trying to memorize the flow, how you say it. I got a crazy way of writing. Like when I first started rapping, I didn't even know how to count bars. Somebody taught me. I used to just write until I felt like it was a verse. It used to be like an essay. Then I started breaking them down. But even then, I'm up like, how the fuck you read this? All this shit is just crammed together. Ain't nobody gonna be able to steal it.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
No one's gonna be able to take my shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but shit, 100 songs down the line, you gotta make that shit look like make some sense. You feel me?
Right.
So it start getting better formats and shit like that.
It's all with the progression and the thing, but man, that's a long time, bro. You said from 12 to 18. That's crazy. And when we first were together, what was that? 18, end of 18, or was that 19? I don't forget. That was might have
18.
been 18.
Cause that was my first tape. That was my Grove Street, all YouTube beats. That was Grove Street. Now, and I drive Grove Street in 2018. I had a partner that told me like, why the fuck this nigga? He was asking some other friend like, why the fuck he dropping hella tapes? Like, who the fuck he think he is? And then when he look at it, he like, I see what you was doing now.
Right. No, it's crazy because, like me, I'm hella out the. I feel like I'm out the loop where it's like I don't. People will tell me like, oh, I'm shooting with somebody. Like, they're like, you don't know who that is? I'm like, nah, bro, I don't really. I remember when I shot that video, I was looking at your page and I just seen that you were dropping shit. I was like, damn, this person hard. So I was like, all right, we gotta shoot something. Yeah. And I shot it and everybody's like, bro, you don't know who that is? I was like, nah, bro, what do you
Yeah.
mean? He's like, bro, Blaster. I'm like, oh, for real? And I knew that you just had just got out because you had told me. And I was just like, how long have you been making music? Were you making music before 2012 or is it really?
Yeah, I was making music before 2012, but I wasn't rapping under Blast. I was rapping under BEC. But let me see. I don't know. Like, I guess I just dropped it when I dropped the shit, because I dropped my first drop. I dropped the tape before that, and I dropped it on SoundCloud, and then nobody listened to that shit. So I went back to the drawing board, and I dropped it. All I wanted to do as an artist when I first started rapping, when I was under BEC, is drop a fucking mixtape. And every fucking time I came close to it, I would go to jail. So when I go to jail, I always think about the mixtape that I never could drop.
Right.
So when I got hip to how to do the shit and how to put it on distro, I straight dropped it. I ain't tell nobody about it because that was something for me to do. So when I dropped it and I got to play it from the top to the bottom, no skips, I was proud. I'm like, I had 100 streams in a week or something. I was like, y'all see this? It's 100 people.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it was going on from there, and I started shooting certain videos from it, and shit, it was picking up. Now I look at it, it was doing fine. It was all right for a person that hasn't ever even been rapping or nothing before. This was a fresh name.
Yeah.
Shit from then I just started shooting more videos.
Yeah. That's crazy. So it's like, but when you were doing your time, did you have a lot of like time to yourself to?
Super.
Okay, so it wasn't like was it hectic most of the time, or?
Oh, like, all right. First going in, you go to county, whatever. You in the county, you going to court. Once you get sentenced and shit, you out of. I mean, you in there with motherfuckers, but you got time you in your room. Sometimes you don't get no celly. Time when you don't got no celly is a time where you got the most time to think to yourself. Usually when you got celly, you get distracted and you kind of floating through the time. You doing whatever, playing cards, joking. When you get that time where you ain't got no celly, and them the time where, you know what I'm saying, your personality traits kind of stand out, or, you know what I'm saying, or you got to figure out what to tweak on, what you finna be doing. Some people get caught up in doing dope and all of that shit. I'm like, shit, I ain't finna be fat in this motherfucker, so I'm finna work out. I'm finna, when I get to the pen, I'm finna get hella tattoos, and I'm gonna write hella raps.
Yeah.
I was writing. I couldn't shake writing. Like, every time, like, I shake writing a bitch before I shake writing a rap. Like, I was just something. It was therapeutic for me, and I used to rap for people, get a few head nods. Okay, I know what I'm doing. Rap. Then meet a motherfucker rap better than me. I rap better than them. Like, you feel me? And I just started getting better at this shit. And I went to the feds. When I went to the feds, I met Doobie from the Crest. If y'all familiar with Doobie Sugarwolf, he from the Crest though. He was part of the Thiz and shit. I rapped for him before, and he like, man, you raw. You just gotta slow that shit down. Like, you saying a lot of shit, but I can't. Like, I probably can't. Like, motherfucker, you know, you gotta let bars sit on you sometimes.
You can't digest it. You can't
digest it because you coming so fast. You ain't got nothing with your shit slower. Everything was fast because my confidence level wasn't up. I knew I could rap, so my thing was rapping fast. So I used to rap so fast, it blitz it on you like, I'm done. Yeah, y'all said that, huh? You gotta say that again. So I slowed it down. He taught me how to slow it down, and for sure enough, I got better. 2 Chainz really made me get better. And I hated 2 Chainz in 2011.
Why you say he made you get better?
Cause like his slow method of rapping make you really think about what you saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, me saying a lot of shit.
He has a lot of there's a lot of bars that been quoted, and I didn't even know that was him. He has some. He
taught me how to abuse that one ass word. Say it 4 different times, like 4 different meanings. You feel me? Like, I
Wasn't
know,
it,
like,
it's
no,
not double entendre.
no, like entendre. Yeah,
Entendre.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
he got that lot, like wood.
Yeah,
wood,
he used
you feel
it.
me?
Yeah, one word for I know
me? Like,
exactly what you're talking about.
And I kind of picked that up off of him. Like I told you, I ain't even like him at first. I feel like he was like, that shit sounds stupid too, John. But then, because my partner put me on him, then he died, and that was one of the things I thought about. Like, this nigga always like 2 Chainz and True Religion. And when I listen to him, you know, I'm in the cell, I'm listening to him. I'm like, this nigga raw. Now, bro, you heard 2 Chainz, man? That nigga really raw. Like, you feel me? I was already on like lyricists like Cameron, Cassidy, like motherfuckers like that, but like he kind of put different seeds in my shit.
Different spin on it. Yeah. I think he's like I don't quote me because I don't know exactly how old he was, but I think he's like he's definitely one of those people. I think he didn't blow up until he was like 35 or something.
Probably
like,
older than that.
Yeah, older than that. Where it's like he's one of those examples where you just keep on doing it. Something's gonna stick. You know what I mean?
On everything. Yeah.
I think that's one of those. Like
Plies was a late blow up too. Like he was like in his 30s.
Who?
Plies.
Oh yeah. There's a lot. No, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. I think that's like one of those things where it's just
OT Genesis old too. He
really.
He like 30 something.
Right.
That's a good topic because I think another one of the things that I've definitely been noticing a lot, especially about artists in the Bay, is that there's almost like a rotation of the certain artists that are popping out of the Bay, like the certain artists that people are listening to. Like 2018, 2017, there was a completely separate crop of artists that were really on top. Yeah. And then you look at most of those artists now, like not naming any specifics, but like most of them really aren't even rapping anymore as much like they used to. And one of the things that I've definitely been noticing is that it's like I just genuinely haven't understood that, where it's like, have you noticed where is it just artists in the Bay where it's like they get to a certain level of like people watching them, like what's going on, and then all of a sudden people just stop or just go quiet? Like have you noticed that, or is that just like?
I think it's trend. A lot of shit be trend. Like if you got a lot of timeless artists, where you just gonna be like, I fuck with him all year round. Then you got the ones where like, I used to fuck with Woo Woo. Then he got on some other shit. Yeah. You feel me? Or well, I don't know, he ain't dropping no more. You feel like some artists, you be like, man, I be listening, I don't know what happened to him. He dropped something last week. You ain't heard this shit.
Yeah.
Like motherfuckers be out of the trend and shit. Like I don't
so
know.
You think it's just the audience just gets tired of certain artists out in the Bay and people
or they let up off the whip.
Yeah.
They let up off of it and fall off, and they try to come back because they, you know, like if I was to fall off, I'll be blasted still, so I still feel like, yeah, I'm the, and I come on and they ain't feeling me no more. Yeah. That's why I'm not letting up, because I know it's not gonna be forever that they're gonna be like, So if I can't blow in the process of going in, like shit, I don't know.
Yeah, explain that to me though, because I as someone who makes music, obviously you're definitely, like, I bring this up with you because you don't remind me of an artist who would be, if you were to like really have a song that would really blow up, and like you don't seem like the type of artist that would just stop making music or whatever, like, but you probably would understand artists who do
that one hit.
Yeah, like I just don't understand that. Like, where do you think that mentality comes from?
Maybe they got no more juice in them. That one ass song. They did that and that was it.
Can't feel anything
like
else.
Not like that, like Panda, like Designer.
Right.
Yeah.
Or like
Black he has Boy, other songs.
Like Black Boy JB too. You know.
Or what's his name? The one with all the gold.
That's
don't
like
believe me,
people.
Just watch. All gold. Trinidad.
Yeah, Trinidad James. Yeah.
He had a few other songs, but like maybe he just don't have it. You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm not even trying to say it. I hella fucked up. Rich Homie is kind of different. Like he had a lot of shit and just like maybe he. I don't know. Sometimes I think it'd be too much. Like you know, everything that come behind entertainment, and it'd be too much.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing that you were saying earlier, where it's like sometimes people blow too fast and they just don't know how to maneuver through the process. Cause they kind of get worn out in the first year or so. They see a lot of shit in the first year and they're like, damn, like how am I supposed to keep this up? Like, there's a lot. If I didn't have an objective and I didn't go through what I went through, I probably would say fuck rap hella much. Yeah. But I don't say it. I don't be like, man, fuck this music shit. I'm not finna say that on screen or nothing, because I don't feel like that. You feel me? I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm trying to do. I know what I went through thinking about this shit. I didn't sit in jail for 6 years and sit on that motherfucking bunk and
think about what if I rap just to be getting frustrated by what's going on behind it. Like I said about this shit hella years.
Yeah.
I'm finna get out. Like everybody that tell you that met me, like fuck all the war stories. I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about rap, and I'm talking about what I'm finna do when I get out. From my motherfucking goddad to my motherfucking celly. Ask any of them, they gonna tell. Boy, you told me you was gonna get out and rapping. You doing that shit. My granny know this shit. You feel me? What you finna do? I'm finna rap. You ain't getting the job, man. I'm gonna do that, but like I ain't trying to get. I'm a rap.
Right.
Now they see him up on Billboard. Like he said he was gonna rap. Now motherfucker being happy of me. Why the fuck would I stop? Like the only thing y'all been happening for me is motherfucking getting out of jail, graduating high school, and starting college and good shit. Now I'm rapping, everybody happy for me. Why the fuck would I stop?
Yeah, so you're saying that you've seen the other side of life,
Hell
and
yeah.
and you're like, because maybe some of the people, maybe some of the artists that are like, oh fuck rap, like I'm tired of this.
They got
like
other shit going on. They got
it.
licks and shit they do. Like I done hit 100,000 off the lick, man. Rap ain't paid me shit. Fuck this shit.
Okay.
You feel me?
You're right.
I was almost gonna say the opposite. I was gonna say like I wonder if it's like a certain artist is like all they know is like they've been rapping since they were elementary, or like they've been rapping their whole life, so they don't know the alternative.
How long have they seriously been rapping?
Yeah.
You gonna pay taxes off your motherfucking label and you monetizing everything you own, and everything that you doing is not for free. See, a motherfucker never understand you when you be like, right, I do a song with an artist. And he's so happy that the song out. He put the song out on this by himself.
Yeah.
Put it out, but it's my song. I got this from the producer and all of that shit. He will probably feel some type of way about me if the producer called me up. You gave him that? Nah, I ain't giving it. He snatched the song down. You feel me?
Right.
He wouldn't understand the whole method of the whole thing because
You're missing out on a lot because they're just premature.
You premature. You premature drop. You premature like. Doing what you do, like a lot of artists out here rapping for free. They not getting no payoff for this shit. They not putting that shit up to get streamed, nothing. So they getting thousands of views and 100,000s or probably even millions, and just basically just famous for nothing. Like you're not getting nothing from it. So it's easy for you to say fuck it.
Yeah.
But when someone paid you 30,000, 40,000 in the last year, say, watch me say fuck it. Fuck you. Like shit. You feel me? I ain't got no money, no legit money off nothing in life, like other than a job. But like for something that pay me 40, 50,000 at the end of the year and I write my taxes off and get some more thousands back, I'm not gonna be quick to say fuck that. You feel me?
And that's probably, like you said, that's probably the reason why a lot of the artists are saying fuck it is because they're just not doing it the right way.
They're not reaping.
They're not getting the fruits out their labor. They just they're playing themselves.
Probably getting pussy off the shit. They probably, they probably can knock a bitch off the shit, like, but they not really like. You feel me? It's not nothing a motherfucker respect. Like you can tell a motherfucker you in the studio versus you getting paid to be in the studio. Everything you come out with, you're gonna get paid for. Like all the music I got unreleased, that's money in the bank.
Facts.
They don't probably think of it like that. They probably just think they got some good songs.
That's true. It really takes an entrepreneur like a business mindset to think about how I make not only art but also make money off of it and stay and like you said, like if you're making money, there's no why would you go the other way?
I'm telling you, if you wasn't making no money, you can say fuck it. You can throw your camera up the street. You're not gonna throw that camera up the street. You mad at the moment. You gonna go sit that camera down and go smoke a cigarette and you gonna pick that motherfucker back up because that's your money maker. If y'all wasn't making no money behind this shit, or you would be saying, of course you would say fuck it. You would trash this motherfucker, all type of shit.
Right, 100%. I think that's I mean that's an apparent kind of thought, but also you don't think about it that much.
But I don't think they respect they want to get to the point of the money made. They're like, you got to put it into yourself too, though. You got to pay for studio time, buy beats, put your shit up, get cover art, shoot videos. You got to spend that shit.
Yeah. That's all pocket money.
Before it can even come back to you, you're going to spend it. You feel me? It's going to cost you probably a soft $1,000 probably. If you got a person that you got a lab or something like, just say about cost you about $1,500 to make a tape. So that means you supposed to be making that $1,500 back. How you gonna make it back? You gonna shoot videos. You gonna promote the fuck out of it. So when you make it back, it ain't a lost cause.
Yeah.
You motherfucker can't put out more than they getting in.
That's the biggest part of not only music but really any business is the
Yeah.
self-investment part. It's like you
Oh,
can't,
mama.
all your money that you're making has to go back, like at least if not half, like if minimum half of it is not going back into the reinvesting into the next song or the next project, then at that point you're not gonna elevate. Like you gotta
ain't
keep,
gonna elevate.
Yeah.
If you see me broke, that's because I done spend my money on videos, songs, and
But-
like I go broke over that all day.
See, and that's the thing. It's like you're not broke if you did everything you were supposed to do with your money. Like,
Man, yeah, your
you
lights
paying
are
your
on,
rent,
yeah.
your
If
lights
you're
are on,
investing
you
in
got your
yourself
project on the way,
everything.
and you have $10 in the account, bro. You're not broke. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? If you done spent it all, and then now it's like shit, you have no project or no work to speak for it. It's like, okay, you're dead ass broke. You're really broke.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've started to. When I'm pricing my videos or anything, I've started to take into the account of the artist a lot more because, you know, as being an artist, it costs a lot, bro. Like studio time, it's music videos, cover
for
art,
beats.
paying for beats, leasing beats, doing all. There's a lot of things that go into the music process that like. It takes a lot, but then again,
yeah.
there's even if you don't have all the money, there's always a way. That's the thing I'll be telling a lot of people. It's like if in order to like get studio time and beats and people to fuck with you on a video, if you don't got the money, you just gotta be hella hard. If you're not hella hard, then you gotta figure out another way where it's like I done seen people, you know, some people will beg for videos, but it's like, hey, bro, how can you help me and I want to
Yeah.
help you? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, make some sense.
There's always a way where you can get into a studio and you can get a video and everything you need done and not spending top dollar. Like,
Man, listen, you can tell a motherfucker, make a label, find somebody to get the beats. We could split 50-50 on the back end.
right,
Just let me come in the studio when I need to.
right.
Yeah.
There's stuff
I'm
like
telling
that.
you, like it's hella different shit.
Yeah.
There was a story. It was another thing. It was with Wiz Khalifa, and the guy that owned the studio where Wiz Khalifa like recorded all his first like beginning hits. He was saying that like Wiz was like, you know, he was cleaning the floors, he was doing all that type of shit just so he could get possibly some studio time, and they didn't let him get studio time for a while, and then finally he did enough and they got him in there and he was like, oh, this bro's fucking hard. And then they started giving him a free, like every Friday or something like that, you get to come in.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's always a way. It's just, I don't see a lot of people trying to, like when they say, man, there's so much things that holding me back. It's like, no, bro, you holding yourself back. You're just not trying to figure out how to get in there. And if your music is not hella hard, you got to find another way, but there's always a way. You know what I'm saying?
There's always a way. They got this technology so crazy. You don't even have to physically get in the studio no more. You can just get a mixer.
Yeah,
You can record off your phone.
Yeah.
They got all type of shit. You can buy a microphone and record off your phone and have somebody else mix the shit.
That's for
Yeah.
sure. That's
Like
true.
they got ways, cause this motherfuckers in jail record all the time.
Yeah.
Rio the Young OG, I know for a fact he was using something on the phone. He was recording over his phone. Feel me? Getting it in though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think kind of wrapping up the conversation, because we kind of usually end our episodes on this tone, what is something that you would tell a new artist coming up? Like how would you help them? What are some of your process? What's something that you learned that would benefit somebody coming up to hear before they start doing stuff? Or what are just some of parts of your process?
Don't listen to no negativity. Don't listen to a motherfucker tell you to change your content, or you know what I'm saying? That'd be the number one. Like motherfucker always try to, you need to quit rapping about this. All right, that's other artists you can go listen to. If you want to listen to gospel, go listen to Kirk Franklin. I ain't on that. You feel me? So don't let a motherfucker tell you. If you want to tell yourself this what I'm putting out, this stick to it. Stick to it on everything.
Stick to it.
I like
Stay
that.
consistent. Yeah, man. Appreciate you sliding through. I feel like I don't know, you probably haven't watched any of these other episodes, but really we just the goal of this podcast is we just been getting people on that to motivate other people, because like I feel like a lot we see out here is just a lot of people have good ideas and there's a lot of talent, but I feel like it take someone that they know from somewhere that's close to them to tell them
I'm
something.
telling you, and that's fucked up that it go. You said a nice way from monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah, yeah, really.
I'm
what
telling
it
you,
is.
it's like they gotta like the monkey they see doing it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that. But yeah, bro, appreciate you slide through. Classic got a new project. Go
Oh
check
yeah,
that
Lone
out.
Wolf 2, man. Y'all go check that one out. And y'all check out the first one, man. Tell me which one better.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Right on. All right. See y'all next time.